Everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. So today we're jumping back into some more Dragon Quest 11 and going from there. Yeah, just because I know I have less time, I'm just gonna expedite the process just by booting the game up already. I mean, 2 hours is still a long time, but it's just less than what I usually get. Alright, audio testing. Until today on Sylvando 101. Alright, so the previous session, I found out that you can't do some of the Tackle side quests until after you've beaten Kalasmos. So first things first, we're taking on the final boss. Coming for you, stupid purple fart. Yeah, I was like, make sure I have that in my inventory for the love of everything. Yeah, because as I stated before, I found this out the hard way, so this is the PSA for anyone who, unless you want an extra challenge and beat Kalasmos without it, because it's possible, it's just really hard. Case in point, I still got my butt handed to me without this particular item, even when my entire party was at level 99. Make sure you have the Super Sword of Light equipped on Hero, and as soon as possible, have him use it as an item, not a weapon. That will weaken Kalasmos significantly and make the battle way easier. I died 5 times before I found this out. So this is my PSA for anyone who does not want to get their butt handed to them. Unless you want the challenge. Alright, PSA over. An almighty evil emanates from within the Black Star. Begin the final battle with Kalasmos. Cetasia's like, screw you, Kalasmos. We're in space! Hendrick's like, I could take Kalasmos on my own.
You have come, Ink Dragon Spawn. I am Kalasmos, born of the Void.
The evil radiating from him, it's almost unbearable.
Ink Dragon begat Yggdrasil. I shall destroy the World Tree. The Void shall consume you all.
To even hope to best such a foe may seem pure folly, but we cannot flinch or falter. We are our world's last and only hope.
Can we really do this?
Oh, honey, you better believe we can. Come on. We've waited our whole lives for this moment.
We'll win, all right! He won't know what hit him.
Well, laddie, this is it. It's time to do what you were born to do. Ready?
Here it comes. The final showdown. Let's do this.
Come, children of light. Give yourselves to darkness. Soon all shall know the void. The void.
Kalasmos draws near. Darian holds the sword aloft and everything's bathed in light. Suck it, you stupid purple, I guess green fart now.
Underestimated you. Not that it matters. Your fate is already sealed.
Cue the 3 music!
Need a little oomph.
Magic barrier.
This.
Part of Kalasmos mask cracks away.
Do not give in.
Stop guffawing, you stupid butthole.
Sir Hendrik!
My thanks.
Time to duck and dive!
Pitiful amateurs. Suffer.
Need little help?
My thanks.
Catastrophe! You're wide open!
The storms
His mask falls completely away. His true face is finally revealed, and it's kinda weird.
Here you are.
It's a baby face! In a weird way.
Catch me if you can!
Yeah, that voice definitely reminds me of, like, one of the boss fights from Persona 5. She's like, oh, for Pete's sake.
This might help.
You're wide open!
Take heart.
Crushed ice!
Boo!
will swallow all.
Need a little help?
Yep, that's a party wipe.
Can't do without me, eh?
Yeah, as you can see, this boss does not mess around even after you weaken him. Then again, I've never attempted this boss fight under level 99s. I know part of it is I wasn't given the ability to use Serena's Kerplunk ability, because that was my plan, but then he just kept killing Serena. They're just like, ah, you know that strategy you've been using the entire time? Well, screw that strategy. Get a new strategy.
The void shall consume you all.
What do you do now?
Hey! Oh, ha, hee, ha, ha. Ha, ha!
Perhaps not that it matters.
Here! Here you are.
You have my sword.
Here! Time to duck and dive!
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, just kind of like getting the appendages out of the picture is helping. Alright, Eric lands the final blow and poisons him in the process.
Easy.
Kalasmos is defeated. Pretty much.
Bested by mere humans. Twice.
Alright, if anyone starts hearing some dark thoughts implanted by Kalasmos, don't listen. Otherwise you will become Mordkin 2.0.
Be erased. For without it, light cannot exist. My body may die, but my spirit shall live on. I shall endure. Light, foul light, hideous. Why do you burn so bright?
Now time for the party to fly away from an explosion. Yeah, what the heck, man? He's like, hey, I gotta look fabulous while I'm destroying the embodiment of pure evil.
It's over. It's really over this time. The last great evil is gone. Our world is safe at last.
What began with Erdwin and his companions so long ago finishes here today, with us.
What are you looking so serious for? We should be celebrating. I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You're thinking of her, aren't you? You want to go and help her. Well, what are we waiting for?
You have come again, wanderers. And you have succeeded in your quest. Shadows no longer hang heavy over the land. evil has been banished from Erdrea. But if this is so, why have you returned? What brings you here now, when all is as it should be at last?
Art thou... Thou wouldst have me return there?
Dragon Quest XII, the Tale of Serenica.
Thank you, Luminary. I hope she finds him.
She just disappeared. Why can't I shake the feeling this has all happened before?
He's like, now I get to be on the receiving end of this. With the Dark One defeated and their journey is at an end, Astarion and his companions return home. Then one day... Ordered for defeating 400 different species of monsters. Morning, my little treasure. I was worried you were going to spend the whole day in bed. It's another wonderful sunny day, so you should be out there enjoying it. You're the one who brought the light back, after all. What's that? Your housemate's missing? What are you talking about, you silly sausage? You're still half asleep. Your friend Hendrik headed back home for a visit after he defeated the awful Dark One, remember? I know you miss him awfully, but just think about how happy you'll be when you see him again. Now, young man, rub the sleep out of your eyes and greet the new day. While you're at it, say hello to all your friends and neighbors, too. A little politeness goes a long way. Now that we've actually saved the world... It's a lovely day. What a better way to spend it saddling up on one of our fine horses and going for a ride. Now that there's no monsters, you can gallop to your heart's content. So you did it. You fulfilled your destiny and carried out the sacred mission of the Luminary. Well, I'm not surprised. I always knew you would. Now you fought hard for everyone else. It's time to focus on yourself and do everything you can to be happy. To think you saved the world and you're still only a youngster. Well, the future's in your hands. I just hope I can stick around long enough to see what you and the other young folks achieve. Sure, it'll be wonderful. Fellow in the fancy getup was amazing. You breathed fire, walked on tightropes, the works. He was a friend of yours, right? It seems you met all sorts of folks in your travels. The mind boggles. Thanks to your world-saving monster-clearing antics, no one's buying any weapons. You owe me some compensation, don't you think? That was a joke. I take peace and tranquility above profit any day of the week. But I might need to think of some new sales angles. Guess what? I got a letter from the old mucker Eric, and he mentioned you and all. I bet you want to know what he wanted to say, eh? Thought so. Well, let old Dirk read it for you. Right, here goes. Say hi to Astarion for me. Hope he's doing good. You know, meeting him really changed my life. We had some crazy times together. The prophecy came true. Set off on an adventure. In the end, we ended up saving the world. Who would have thought it? Guess it really was our destiny, and what a ride. I treasure every memory, you know. But don't tell Astarion that, will you? He'll think I'm going soft in my old age. Eric, you're 19! Anyway, catch you later. Eric, your old partner in crime. Whoops, I shouldn't have read that all. Forget that last bit. Oh well, Eric will forgive me, I'm sure. You did have a big heart. All I do every day is go strolling about the place on my lovely horse. I wouldn't have it any other way. You're the best, Astarion. You saved the world. When I grow up, will you marry me? No. Well, I suppose it never would have worked. You already got someone to live with. Cobblestone's finally been officially recognized by the king for being the home of the Luminary. The mayor's been crowing about it non-stop. Sure, you've heard him nattering on. You didn't know about it? Well, then you better go tell him to stop hogging all the limelight. One of my little ones has had a bouncing baby boy of their own. As long as Yggdrasil's there, life will go on. When one leaf drops from the world tree's branches, another springs up to take its place. One day it'll be our turn to fall from the bough, but until then, let's enjoy every moment. I'm telling all my friends I know the hero who saved the whole world. So, I heard you did the deed and battered the Dark One. Nice work, fella. I like to think you could have done it without all the help I gave you. Speaking of which, I might have a bit of gossip to share if you're interested. Well, I thought you might be. Well, the truth is, I got myself a lady. Yeah, right here in Cobblestone. We tied the knot and everything. I done well, if I do say so myself. Yeah, my wandering days are over. It's time to settle down. Who knows, maybe I can give Connie a little brother or sister one day. She'd like that. What do you reckon? Pretty juicy stuff, but don't go breathing a word of this to anyone else. It's still a secret. Oh gosh. Welcome to Cobblestone, home of Erdrea's savior and all-around living legend, the one and only Astarion. What's that? What do you think I'm doing? I'm practicing. This place will be flooded with tourists before long, I'm sure of it. I mean, how many villages can say they're home to the savior of the entire world? Not many. Yeah, good times are on their way, and once the sightseers start coming, we'll be making money hand over fist. Hey, Astarion, there's two girls wearing funny clothes waiting for the entrance of the village. Wonder who they might be. Can't believe how many friends you got. You're amazing. Heard the creature was sealed away in Erdwin's Lantern was huge, and I mean huge. I don't know how you actually fight something that size, but it seems you managed it. Take my hat off to you. You remember the first time you set off on your adventure? Was so worried I'd stay up all night making you a charm to keep you safe. Feels like ages ago, doesn't it? And to think you ended up saving the world. We just thought you were going up to Heliodor. But even though you're a big hero now, to me you'll always be a Astarion. Wherever you go, I'll always be waiting for you here in Cobblestone. Been through a lot, Astarion. Your eyes tell the whole sorry tale. But don't worry, if there's one thing my long life has taught me, it's that these things make you stronger. Grow into a fine young man, so hold your head high and live as your life as you want to. Oh, you returned, praise be. Your name is known in every corner of the world, but you'll always be a Cobblestonian, which means you must never forget to give thanks to the spirit of the land. Your mother was in floods of tears when she saw you come home safe and sound. She was so relieved I thought she'd keel over. Make sure you don't do anything more to worry the poor woman. I don't think she could take it. Treat her right, you hear? Well, if it isn't Cobblestone's finest, you've done us all proud and brought peace and tranquility to the world. Sure was no walk in the park, but you did what you had to fulfill your destiny as the Luminary. Couldn't be prouder of you. Slide whistle if we save the world! You're a seriously impressive person. Saw, that supremely evil Dark One. You deserve a great big sloppy lick on the cheek. Nice. What's the matter? You look a little scared. Well, no licks for scaredy cats. I knew back to Octagonia that you were no normal fighter, but I never thought you'd end up saving the whole bloomin' world. Truth be told, I was a bit gutted when you beat us, but there ain't no shame in losing to the greatest warrior in history, is there? No, it's an honor taking a walloping from you. Ah, the man of the moment. Those two adorable young ladies over there want to see you. Seems they've come a fair old way.
Well, look who it is. It's so nice to see you again. It feels like an age now since we defeated the Dark One, doesn't it?
Now, let's get down to business, shall we? We've been worried that your life might be lacking purpose now things have quietened down.
Do you remember the vision we saw some time ago? The one where Serenica and the Watchers sent Kalasmos up to his prison in the sky? Well, afterwards, Serenica took the Sword of Light back to its rightful resting place in the heart of Yggdrasil, didn't she? So, we were thinking, what with the sword being such a symbol of Erdrea's newfound peace and everything, we
Yeah, I
should
know,
do
it's like,
Serenica
man, so
did.
that's it.
We should
Unfortunately, that
return it
spell
to
was
the world to be
permanent.
for safekeeping.
We know how attached to it you are, but we couldn't help thinking it would be safer with Yggdrasil. And besides, we wouldn't want you losing it, would we? So what do you say? Shall we take the Sword of Light back to where it belongs?
Sure, because we have to
That's
develop the
spirit.
plot. Or
Right.
further the
We're
plot
ready when
along.
you are, so just let us know when you want to set off.
I'm sure we won't be gone for too long. But it's quite a way to Yggdrasil and back. Why don't you go and say your goodbyes, and we'll wait here for you.
Just like the Hylian hero, we have to give the sword back. Well, only this one. I'm pretty sure we could still keep the other one if we wanted to. Why don't adorable young ladies come looking for me? Some people are just destined to live interesting lives, I suppose. Can you introduce me to them? Maybe we can become pen pals or something. What, you're off again? We only just got back. Well, once a wanderer, always a wanderer, I suppose. Just be sure to come home safe and sound, you hear? You know I'll always be waiting for you. So you're planning on heading off again, are you? We only just got back from after all that time away. You could never sit still, could you? Well, at least there aren't any monsters around anymore. But still, you need to be careful and make sure you come back in one piece. So, you ready to head off to Yggdrasil? Alright, looks like you said all your goodbyes. Let's get going. It's gonna take time to take the Sword of Light back to its rightful resting place. Starion set up for Yggdrasil with Veronica and Serena.
Hello.
Time to return the Sword of Light to Yggdrasil, Astarion. Now the battle with the Dark One's over, we have to return the sword to where it belongs. It'll rest there forever, an eternal symbol of hope.
I wasn't going to
So nice
mention
to
it,
spend time
but
with you again, Astarion. It's always so much fun. But now it's time for our journey to end. The Sword of Light must be returned to Yggdrasil. As one thing ends, though, another begins. We'll have adventures together again someday, I'm sure of it.
Coming here brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? It's such a special place.
at first there was nothing. Then came the light. That's how the books of legend begin. The world was a cold, desolate wasteland. And then light dawned. It was the gift of the World Tree. And it gave birth to Erdrea, our beautiful home. This is where it all began. This is the source from which the River of Life flows. I think it's time, don't you? Time to return the Sword of Light to its rightful resting place.
So you have come at last. Welcome, children of the light. I am the being your kind once called the Yggdragon. Yggdrasil and I are one and the same. Long, long ago, I did battle with Kalasmos. I was defeated. My radiance was extinguished. I had been the source of all light. Without me, the world grew dim. Until finally, darkness reigned entirely. But that was not the end. The Watchers, my erstwhile comrades in arms, came to my aid. The time that had been torn from me was set in motion once again. I shed my old form and took on a new one, that of Yggdrasil. And I set about creating this world. How long have I waited for true heroes to appear?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, the power of the dragons.
To an end. I could not defeat Kalasmos. Nor could Erdwin before you. No, it fell to you to vanquish him once and for all. Luminary, you are the one, the savior of Erdrea. I hereby confer upon you the title of Erdrick, mightiest of heroes. Know this, Erdrick. There can be no day without night. One day, the darkness.
Yeah, this is definitely when it feels like a Fire Emblem game.
None can say when, nor what form it might take. Perhaps I myself may even succumb to the night. But one thing we can know for certain: these things will never die. Love and courage. Even should the worst come to pass, and darkness consume my soul, a hero will surely arise to take the sword in hand once more. And the echoes of that hero's valor shall ring through the ages.
Surprise! 11 was a prequel to the original trilogy this whole time. Alright, and that's game. Man, what a ride that was. Still enjoyed as much as I played it the previous time. Yeah, and that was the thing I was trying not to spoil the whole time, is like, yeah, it's actually a prequel to the original trilogy. Well, of course, the plot twist of the third game is that it was a prequel to the first two games. Because you don't find that out until the end of the game. With this, I'm like, oh no, it's actually a further prequel. I say this because 4 through 10 don't necessarily follow under that continuity. They have their own different continuities. Then they show you clips from all the games, of course, back when they were they originally came out, not the remakes. So that's what the original game looked like back in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, before eventually it gets remade into that 2D, 3D style. Or 2D HD. I think that was the biggest thing, is like, not only did we get a release date for the third game, but we found out the first and second game were also getting the remake. It's like, I'm excited! Plus, I know I'm gonna play 8 on the channel at some point. Plus, if I can get my hands on the other games and somehow find a way to stream them, which is hard to say, because some of them are rare and or expensive. Just interesting, like, seeing the footage from the original trilogy, having played the remake, I'm like, man, that just looks so simplistic in comparison. You don't want to get spoiled, look away now! Wow, just the difference in, like, the graphics between 5 and 6, jeez Louise. Seven went to more of a 3D style. Not that they would do that, but I'm like, man, it'd be funny if that was the plot of Dragon Quest 12. Not that they would do that, but it'd be kind of funny. The end.
Cooey. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Morning, my darling. It's time to get up. Today's a very important day.
And thus begins Dragon Quest 3. Fiend. Oh gosh. Alright, with that done, back to the Tockle side quest. Now that we can do all of them, now that we've beaten Kalasmos. You'll never guess what I got. I was strolling around the village and I clocked the prettiest thing lying on the ground. Want to take it off my hands? I have a feeling it might be useful when the time is right. And there's the Spectrum Nectar. To take it to Princess Gwaelin in Tantico Castle. And verily my eternal gratitude is thine. Now hand it to him, and he might speak once more. Princess Gwaelin gave her father a spoonful of spectrum nectar. "'Tis a miracle I am cured, I can speak once more. Father, thy voice boomed forth loud and true. Gwaelin, apple in mine eye, how it pained me to have to put you through this trying time. But hark, my voice hath returned to me, and I dare say it does resonate more mightily than ever before. Noble stranger, thou hast truly performed a great service unto this land. How can we ever hope to repay thee? But of course, now that I'm commanding my voice once more, what better way to celebrate than to grant thee the instrumental honor of reveling my magnificent baritone? The king serenades the star in with a delightful ditty. Are sung with such conviction and just as well, for once the Dragon Lord is defeated and the hero agrees to take my crown, I intend to regale him with this very ditty at his coronation. Noble stranger, thou wert truly sent by a higher power. Prithee accept this small token of our eternal gratitude." My father's voice returned, and with it his ability to discuss a matter of the utmost importance with the hero of the land. Verily words fail me. Thank you. Oh, thank you. It's like, what the heck, man? Well, I hate to say it, but you're getting kidnapped soon. Good luck with that! I'm sure like, Hero 1 will take care of it, it's fine. Everything's fine. Ah, it's you, not a moment too soon. I was just gonna send one of my men to search for you. Please brace yourself for bad news. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but the Archfiend Baramos has returned. No, I thought we dealt with this buttholing already. I don't understand it. You slew the evil mastermind behind the monstrous plot. Who am I, the Lord of Evil, the one who would call himself the Necrogondoler? So how has this plan succeeded regardless? I know. Every achieved, we have no choice but to fight. We have mustered force from all corners of the land, but it will not be easy. Baramos has summoned legions of savage beasts to defend him. I beseech you, mighty warrior, come to our aid once more. Por favor, take up arms and banish the Archfiend from this world forever. I knew you would not turn your back on us. Now it seems that Baramos is in the very room where he defeated his cruel underling, the Necrogondoler. Defeat the Archfiend and restore the peace won at such a great cost by the hero of Alehan. You hold the future of this realm in your hands. You know, it's like first Morrigan, and then you got Calasmos, and now we gotta kill Baramos amongst probably villains from other titles. I will no longer ask my men to put themselves in harm's way in my stead. No, I take these foul monsters on myself. Have at you, Bean. It really feels like it. I am the king of Alahan, the realms that was home to both the great hero and the hero's father, Ortega. In light of their mighty deeds, I vow I will not leave this place until Baramos is defeated. When you interrupted the rite of resurrection, my underling, the Necrogon, was cast into the deepest despair. And it was that despair that fed me, that nourished me, that allowed me to return. And now the hero of Alahan is no more, and the world is mine for the taking. There's none who can stand in the way. Or do you have other ideas? Do you really mean to face me? You know, of course, that stand against the mighty Baramos to throw away your life. Well, as you please, that's a decision you'll regret. But not for long. I shall rend you asunder and devour your innards before you have even realized that you are dead. It's like, I thought I killed this guy already. He's like, well, it's gotta transcend, dimensions. Alright. We killed him again. How curse you! You defeated the Archfiend Baramos. Again. Report back to the King of Portoga near the castle entrance. You have returned. It seems you have had some success. I understand you defeated Baramos. Really thought that was the end, but then you showed up. Truly, you're like a light in the darkness. Your valor can only be compared to that of the hero of Eilahon, and there's no higher praise than that. You have saved us all. Thank you, but really there's no words to adequately express my gratitude. Take this, please. Truly, you've earned it. Now, don't wish to alarm you, but I sense that this is not over. The fiend who called himself the Necrogondolier did not appear unbidden. No, he was sent by someone, of that I am certain. Here there may be other emissaries of evil abroad in the world. Please, continue on your journey and do battle with these fiends wherever you find them. That's fun. Weave! A moving sidewalk to the Dragon Quest franchise. Oh, this heat's too powerful. It makes everyone else, exhausted completely. I'm incapable to abandon my quest regardless, and so I created an adventurous band with these fellows. I began to consider this perhaps not an act of genius. Oh yeah, I can definitely see the similarity there. Heard this cave was freezing cold, so I wore thermal underwear and a fur coat. Talk about a massive mistake. How is Sarvena Alina not falling over with heat exhaustion? These royal types really are another breed. We're on a journey to prevent the Lord of the Underworld from destroying the world. I have to say, I don't care how much of a hero you are, this heat's absolutely unbearable. I'm sweating so much I can't take another step. Gosh, it's hot in here. Hey, listen, will you, we're looking for a feverfew seeds, but we were told this place was supposed to be freezing cold. We agreed to help Sabrina find it, so we went all the way into the deepest part of the cave with her, but there was some horrible fiery monster there. Thanks to that ungodly creature, the ice is starting to melt, and it's flipping boiling instead. Tried to take the thing on, but well, it was so excruciatingly sweaty work that we had to give up and run away. Trouble is, feverfew seeds are notoriously sensitive to the heat. If we can't get it soon, it'll be ruined. Someone has to get rid of that monster. Look, sorry to ask, but we're too hot and bothered to go ourselves. Could you, go clobber that thing and get the seed for us? You're a lifesaver. It's down to the deepest part of the cave. Got a fantastic reward for you if you can wallop it without getting frazzled. Oh, and if you spot the feverfew seed while you're down there, leave it be, won't you? Sfera Alina came all this way to fetch it so she could help her friend Kiril. She'll be disappointed if she didn't get to find it for herself. Alright, men, take him. The flamethrower is defeated and the temperature inside the cave begins to plummet. Time to let Sari Alina's party know that it's safe for them to come and fetch the fever dew seed. Thank you, friend. The monster's been beaten. The cave is cold once more. Oh, I'll get you this by way of thanks. Now we can grab that feverfew seed and go help Sari Alina's friend. Thank you so much. But this cold is really something else. Suppose it's better than heat, though. Better for the seed, at least. Anyway, we're off into the depths of the cave. You get on and enjoy your adventure, won't you? Ah, Sir Rose Guardian, stop it, please! Help us, please! Must destroy Clank, must destroy everything! I don't believe it, the Flute of Revelation's been destroyed. Does that mean I won't be able to see Sario anymore? Why would anyone do such a thing? Who would be cruel enough to possess Sir Rose Guardian and send him off like this? Thank you very much for rescuing us, you're a goo person! Mustn't blame Sir Rose Guardian for attacking us, though. He's not some horrible monster. He's been Rose's staunchest defender since Slime Immemorial. I don't know what happened to it, but he just changed completely all of a sudden. Started attacking us like he was possessed or something. It was so surprising. Next thing we knew, he'd smashed up Rose's beloved Flute of Revelation. Now it's completely useless. It's what her boyfriend Sario uses to get into this room. Without it, they won't be able to see each other. It's a tragedy, don't you think? Rose and Sario are so great together. That's why I decided to make a new Flute of Revelation to give it to Rose as a present. I don't suppose you'll be able to help out, would you? It's great. Now what I need you to do is bring me the wood I'll be oozing. My grandmother once told me that you can't ooze just any old wood to make something like the Flute of Revelation. You need some timber from a very special tree indeed. It's called the Revel tree and it grows in the forest where fairies live. Could you go and fetch some for me? Once you brought it, I'll be able to make the flute and no slime. Oh, and don't worry about Rose and Sir Rose Guardian. I'm gonna stick him like goo and make sure nothing else bad happens. Listen, you rotten nuisance, we don't take kindly to strangers around here, and even less kindly to monsters. So if you think we're gonna let you get up to no goo in our village, you got another thing coming. Go away, don't hurt me, please, you have to listen. I know I look and sound like a slime, but I'm actually a gooman, just like you. My name's Eliza, I'm just a regular girl from the village. I wanted to practice my magic, so I used a spell called Morph to turn myself into a slime, and then a horrible monster appeared out of the goo. Put a curse on me, then slurped off. Now I can't seem to change back to the girl I used to be. It's a big problem. The Goomans who live are here responsible for looking after someone important, so they're very suspicious of outsiders, especially monsters. I don't know what they're gonna do if they catch me, but it won't be pretty. I have to lift the curse the monster oozed on me. Please, I know it's an unusual request, but could you please help? You will goo rate! You got a goo heart, you know that? Now, I don't suppose you ever heard of an item known as a Supreme Staff Stage? It's supposed to be filled with a holy power that can ungoo all sorts of nasty spell, and I heard you can build it using a fun-sized forge. Pretty sure I could ooze it to dispel the nasty curse the monster put on me. It's my request simple. Go and forge the staff, then bring it to me. You'll be able to give the villagers the slip until you get back, but I'd appreciate it if you could try and hurry. Good luck. Who are you? Some sort of adventurous, I suppose? This is the Neverglade. It leads to the fairy realm, but not just anyone can get through. Actually, no one can at the moment. You see, a little while ago, one of the forest flowers turned into a monster and started pumping out a pollen that sends people to sleep. One sniff of the stuff sent me straight to the land of Nod. Wouldn't be surprised if the same were true of everyone else who goes in there. It's the fairies I'm most worried about it, but it's not like I can go check on them. Grown-ups like me can't even see them. We have to do something. If all the fairies fall asleep, there'd be no one to guide people to their kingdom, and the fairy realm would be cut off forever. Wait a minute, you said you were an adventurer, didn't you? Maybe you can go beat up this pollen-pumping fiend. You'll help us? Gosh, I didn't think there were people like you left in the world. Monsters somewhere deep inside the forest. I'll warn you though, navigating the Neverglade is far from easy. Life would be much easier if you could ask a fairy for guidance, of course, but unfortunately only children can see them. Anyway, I know it's asking a lot, but we're really counting on you, and the fairies are too. Please, you have to go take care of the monster. Hey, there's someone over by the bonfire, Astarion. Go away, let me go back to sleep. Humans, wait, we're not gonna hurt you. Why don't you tell us who you are? You can see me? Of course I can see you. Why wouldn't I be able to? Oh, well, what do you want? Veronica tells the fairy about what's been happening elsewhere in the Neverglade. I see, well, that'd explain why I've been feeling so sleepy lately. This won't do, though. This won't do at all. You people seem alright. Yeah, you'll do. Come on, I'll show you to the place where I've been, feeling sleepiest. It's probably near there. Come on, Astarion, this way. something fishy about the flowers, Astarion. Let's take a closer look. Give it a poke? What do you think you're doing? Don't you know it's rude to go jabbing at a lady? Anyway, what do you want? I got an important assignment to get into. A certain someone asked me to fill this forest with sleep-inducing pollen, and I had no intention of letting him down. Insist on getting in my way, I'll just have to put you to sleep. Forever! Daisy's been defeated. Return to the entrance of the forest and tell the dwarf the good news. Well, that's dealt with. Dell will have found her way here without the fairy, though. Being a child does have some advantages, I suppose. Now, shall we go and tell our dwarf friend the forest is safe again? Oh, my poor joints. I'm far too old to be sleeping on the floor. Still, hopefully it won't be at it for long now that you take care of the monster. The fairies will be relieved as well, I'm sure. Suppose I'd better give you some kind of reward, hadn't I? Here, take this. Good to hear that nothing bad happened to the fairies. Would have been terrible if their realm had been cut off forever. You're a real hero, I must say. Owe you a great deal. Stay safe out there and be sure to drop by again sometime. And we're back at 3D. When will it end? Well, we gotta give Gale a kill count, apparently. He's like, I just need to vent out my frustrations, Astarion. I'm stuck as a horse. Alright, so that takes care of that for that side quest. Savannah's just chilling. "90 hours!" Alright, then next time we will continue on with more of the Tackle side quests. It's pretty much all there's left to do in the game at this point anyways. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to beat the game, and then, like I said, we'll just pretty much wrap up the last of what there's left to do in the game, and then we'll move on to the next long play. So yeah, like I said, we'll do that again later in the week, in addition to playing Thousand Year Door. That'll be about it for the week. Let's see if we can go raid. Go raid Sir Maniacal. Alright, there we go. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.